Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investment. It's Wednesday, August the 6th. Despite the fact we're in the summer, it looks like we've got 6 great press releases for both sides of the border. So let's start you off first with the OTC. C2 Global Technologies trades there under COBT. They announced their second quarter results for 2008. Net income, $300,000 for the quarter, or 1 cent per share. That's great compared to a net loss of $400,000 or 1 cent per share for the same quarter last year. For the 6 months, net income $2.1 million compared to a net loss of $1 million for 6 months last year. And finally, revenue for the 6 months, $8.1 million. So what you got here is clearly a case of revenues on the way up, net income on the way up. We like to see that. Here's what I really like. All the revenue reported in the first 6 months are from 3 settlement and license agreements entered into with AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint. There's no operating revenue. This was license agreements entered into with these companies. What do? They're focused on licensing their patents, which include 2 foundational patents based in voice over IP technology. A lot of companies may say they've got patents. Obviously, C2 looks like it has very enforceable patents that are generating great revenue for them. $8.1 million. They closed yesterday at 35 cents. That's off their 52-week low of 31 cents, but way below their high of $1.47. So you might want to take a look and make sure there weren't any negative events, but good news nonetheless. Great revenue, great numbers, and most importantly, great customers because they've got a defensible patent. Next up, InfuSystem Holdings trades on the OTC under the stock symbol INHI. They put out their financial results as well for the second quarter. Revenue, $8.8 million. Operating income, not net income. Operating income was $1.1 million versus an operating loss of $1.1 million for the same period last year. Now, net loss for the second quarter was $1.8 million. Still high, but that's just 10 cents per share compared to a loss of $2.2 million or 12 cents per share, diluted share last year. So we've got revenues on the rise. Net loss still high, but on its way down. What I like a little bit about this company is what they do. They're a provider of ambulatory infusion pumps and associated clinical services for oncology practices and their patients in the U.S. Basically, these pumps allow for the gradual delivery of a drug over a period of days in the privacy of one's home. They're primarily used for colorectal cancer right now, but they have been approved for some other forms of cancer. So it looks like they've got a pretty good product worth you taking a look at. Closed yesterday at $2.65. That's about 50% off its high of $5.97. Still not a bad number, and it looks like they're doing some good things. Go take a look at InfuSystem. Switching over to the Canadian side now, where again it's dominated by, as you expect, minerals and metals. Luna Gold first up, LGC on the venture exchange. They announced that they intercepted 30 meters of 3.5 grams per ton of gold and 40 meters of 2 grams per ton of gold. Big numbers there. These are These are assay results from an ongoing drill program at Piaba, which is their main gold deposit at their wholly owned gold project in Arizona. Significant mineralized intercepts are highlighted in the press release. Take a look at them. Hole 262 to 265. Take a look. Those 4 holes, great numbers there. I do have a quote here from Luna's CEO, Tim Searcy. It's an excerpt, but it does put these results into context, which is what we want. These deeper intercepts are approximately 50 meters below the pit floor as modeled in Luna's recently delivered feasibility study, representing excellent potential to enhance the project economics. They closed yesterday at 63 cents. Next up, Oromin Explorations trades both on the venture under OLE and for friends in the U.S. on the OTC under OLEPF. This isn't a AGORACOM client. In fact, the next 3 press releases are AGORACOM clients. Just one of those days. As always, we only report client news that stands on its own 2 feet. Let's talk about Oromin here. They're announcing that they've expanded gold mineralization at their established deposits and have upgraded multiple exploration targets. That's at their Sabadola project in eastern Senegal. Specifically, recent drilling has expanded mineralization at 3 established gold deposits and upgraded multiple highly prospective exploration targets at Sabadola, which is situated in an emerging gold district of eastern Senegal. Right now, the Masato, Galuma West, and Galuma South deposits have an inferred NI 43101 resource estimate here of 1.4 million ounces of contained gold based on 85,000 meters of drilling. But the estimate does not include subsequent drilling, now in excess of 140 holes. That is expanded gold mineralization at these 3 advanced open pit deposits. Take a look at the press release. Again, highlight holes are 245, 247, that's out of Galuma South, and on the Masato, take a look at hole RC384 and 279, some good numbers there. This company, if you're not familiar with them, is very well financed and managed by experienced industry professionals who have a track record of discovery. They closed yesterday at $2 even. Yankee Minerals trades on the Venture Exchange under KHT. Again, the AGORACOM client closed yesterday at 13 cents. Here's some nice news out of them. They announced that they've entered into a joint exploration agreement with a major Japanese government entity. Don't see that very often. A lot of times you see these joint ventures between companies, but not with a major Japanese government entity, specifically the Japan Oil, Gas, and Metals National Corporation. We're going to call them JOGMEC for the purpose of this press release. But what are they doing? This has been signed for the purpose of conducting regional tungsten exploration and project generation. It's going to take place in the Yukon Territory and the Northwest Territories. To put this all into perspective here, we've got a quote from Brad Kitchen, president of Yankee Hat, who said the following: "The agreement is an important milestone for our shareholders as we are the only company partnered with JOGMEC for generative grassroots tungsten exploration in North America, a testament to the technical expertise of our team and our ability to source and develop promising resource projects." Further, I like this, the company now has a major partner, so when an important discovery is made, the shareholders will benefit, as Yankee Hat will be able to exploit these assets while not requiring heavily dilutive funding. Yankee Hat closed yesterday at 13 cents. Again, trades on the venture under KHT. And finally, Legend International, no secret to a lot of viewers of AGORACOM TV. They just had great news the entire year so far. They are an AGORACOM client. As you know, they trade on the OTC under the stock symbol LGDI. What's the news out of there? They announced that IFCO, which is India's largest fertilizer enterprise, a cooperative with more than 50 million farmers associated with it, and this is the same group that Legend International signed a landmark supply agreement recently. Go back in the history of this company's press releases, but they're announcing that IFCO have exercised 5 million options in Legend at a strike price of $2.50 pursuant to an option agreement announced back on July the 16th. These options will provide an additional $12.3 million net of transactional costs to Legend and will increase IFCO's stake in Legend from 6.78% to 8.84%. Pretty substantial. IFCO still retains another 25 million options at strike prices ranging between $3 and $4. Commenting on this, Joseph Gutnick stated, IFCO's decision to exercise the option 45 days early represents a significant vote of confidence in Legend's projects and direction. Again, trades under the stock symbol LGDI. A couple of stock halts for you. One Pack, ONPK, trades on the C&Q. They're halted at 8.55. Take a look at why that may have come out. Alex Resources, AIX, halted at 9.18 this morning, pending news. And finally, Geo Minerals, trading on the stock symbol GM, halted at 9.18, pending news. That's a wrap. A lot of great news for you today, so we won't go into any much more detail than that. As always, if you're looking for more great small cap companies, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. Close to 90 companies now listed by industry and exchange, so you can find the ones best suited for your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.